For the last trading session, the session of the 30th of August 2022, FFIE stock, Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Inc. Lost 15%, and it had a 52-week low event. It says here price triggered a new 52-week low event of $1.36. This was just when the market opened. That was when that was printed. And the company is facing internal problems, and outside that there's also this S1 amendment. It is indicating that certain account holders or certain holders of the company are selling some of their stock, but at the same time as well, the company will not receive anything from the proceeds, but may receive something else from the warrants as well, because it's an amendment to the shares and warrants of the company. So about $200 million is probably what it may receive from the warrants. But the news concerning the internal problem here is saying, according to Reuters, it's saying that some Faraday Future employees are calling for the removal of the chairperson, Sue Swenson, who was probably elected to that position or appointed to that position not very long ago. It says here several employees of Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Inc. have called on the electric vehicles startups board and shareholders to remove executive chairperson Susan Swenson, according to a letter seen by Reuters. So representatives for a group of about 140 employees alleged that that she had organized attempts to push the company into bankruptcy and restructuring. Swenson did not respond to that. She did not respond to a request for a comment from Reuters. The group has also asked the board to make public the findings from an ongoing investigation of public whistleblower letters concerning 4 directors: Sue Swenson, Jordan Vogel, Scott Vogel, Brian Krolicki. Okay, the directors did not immediately respond. Okay, and FF Top Holdings is the largest holder in the company, and the company, this holding company, holds 36% of the publicly traded shares, I believe. Okay, so Faraday Future and FF Top have been caught in a tussle over the investors' demand to remove former chairperson Brian Krolicki from the board of directors, cited incompatibility with the needs of the company. FF Top said in a filing last week it had requested certain books and records for the purpose of one or more contemplated proxy solicitations. So Faraday Future has been battling high costs and supply chain disruptions that have delayed the production of its luxury electric car FF91 to the fourth quarter of this year, 2022. Its shares have slumped about 90% since going public through a reverse merger with blank check firm in July of last year, 2021. The company also delayed the filing of its quarterly report last year and said it had formed a special committee to review allegations of inaccurate disclosures. Okay, in February, Faraday Future said the review had identified certain inaccuracies in the disclosure. Yeah, there was a disclosure. Yes, the disclosure was the delayed quarterly report filing last year. Okay, one of the many quarterly filings of last year. So, and they said they had formed this. Okay, so they are saying that they identified certain inaccurate statements made by employees to investors and announced changes to its leadership, including appointing Swenson to the newly created position of executive chairperson. So I think if you notice what's going on, there might be a tussle. Maybe some of these employees are probably pro the former chairman Brian Krolicki, and probably, obviously, the largest shareholder, FF Top, is probably pro the current chairperson there. So given all of this, since the stock is suffering bitterly, it is struggling, it is suffering seriously. So just as of 15th of July, not very long ago, it was at $7 and some fraction, about 7.59 or thereabout. Since that time it has plunged. It plunged majorly, continuously declining, and as of when was this date again? As of sometime in let's put it at sometime towards the end of July, it had lost more than 100% of what it had then. This from here, sorry, from here it was more than 50%. From here it's more than 50% of what its value, since that time has continued to decline. So let's see what the readout here is saying. It's saying that FFIE appears to be consolidating, okay, within a longer term downtrend. We can clearly see that is that a consolidation? Yeah, ignore what they can see clearly there's a decline here. This definitely, it looks like a decline visually, but at the same time, the range of the price range may also be what may determine whether it is consolidating or not. But visually it looks like it's in a strong bearish trend. But the readout here says it appears to be consolidating within a longer term bearish trend, longer term downtrend. Shares are presently below the 200-day moving average, which is falling along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that the shares have exhibited sideways movement lately. It is also lagging the S&P 500. Momentum is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means an investor that have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. That is the case. You can see that it's just right at the bottom. The momentum is totally oversold. So there is definitely something on there for those who might want to buy that deep. So today's volume, the volume of the last trading session, date 30th of August, was heavier than usual, trading for 6.55 million shares versus an average of 5.825 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. So yes, this tussle is causing a lot of market participants to take their money out. You can see that volume that went through in that last trading session. For many market participants, that was the last straw that broke the camel's back. They're going to go away for some time, but they are still in the sidelines observing and seeing what's going on. So expect this stock to decline further. There's the bottom. It can fall as low as $2.5-3, even way below that. So maybe they're not going to buy the dip today, but at some point, obviously this is definitely a buy the dip opportunity for sure. And if it rebounds, targets 2.18. We had a short-term target of 2.99. That is still, we're still maintaining that, but the internal problems and the logistics, the supply chain problems it has, at some point they may abate. So for now it is getting cheaper, providing an opportunity for people to buy. Okay, if you really want to get involved, just convince yourself that this is what it is, that this stock is worth what's your money, and then if you want to go ahead and do so, by all means do so. So the fact that it's been beaten down, easily makes it an interesting opportunity. We can also see as well that the short interest is 22.05%, and it has increased by 29.29%. So yes, there's money locked up in the stock as well. So given all of these things, a lot of market participants will be observing, and they'll be keen to jump in when they see any slight move up. Okay, so FFIE not feeling very good at the moment. Market participants are also watching. We can clearly see that short interest is reasonable there, but the internal problems are not helping much for the stock. So see what you make of FFIE stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.